Phyllis Hyman has become one of the hottest stars on Broadway. She made her stage debut in Sophisticated Ladies, went on to win a Tony Award for her performance. Before we talk with Phyllis, let's take a look at some of her work. We have a clip from a TV special of Phyllis's, and here it is.
You know how to love me. You're the real that I feel never go away. I can feel baby. You know how to love me, yeah. Ooh, you know, 'cause you told me so.
Okay, Phyllis has just finished a new album. That clip, by the way, was a local television special in Miami.
Yeah.
It was WTVJ, and it was called A Sophisticated Lady, appropriately enough. Welcome to Live at 5. Katie's here with us now.
Yeah,
Katie, how are you?
welcome. You make your Broadway debut, and you win a Tony Award, but you came to Broadway with all sorts of credentials as a recording star. Was it a big thrill to be on Broadway, or was it just another job?
No, it wasn't just another job. And I didn't win the Tony Award. I was nominated.
Oh,
Myself
glad we
and
cleared
Greg
that
Hines.
up.
Yeah. Myself and Greg Hines and Hinton Battle won it for Best Supporting Actor, and I was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. It's terribly different. The rehearsal schedules and doing 8 shows a week, having to be in at half hour, all the rules and regulations, they're just different than anything I'd ever experienced before.
Well, I want to know now, they're taking Sophisticated Ladies out to Los Angeles.
Right.
And are you going to stay here, go out there?
I was asked to go to Los Angeles, and then they asked me to stay here, and I think that possibly you don't want to let everyone go away. Gregory's gone, and Terry Klausner and Hinton and Greg Burge, they're all out there, and Judith and I are going to stay here. And of course, Maurice is taking over Gregory's role, Maurice Hines. And we've opened up with the new cast last Tuesday, and things look real good.
You haven't gotten tired of it yet?
When you're laying at home and you're eating and you're watching television, you're saying, I don't want to get up. Half hour's approaching, I want to sleep. But you go, you have an audience full of people who love Duke Ellington and who have loved your performance, and people are really coming to see you, and you just get up and go. And then once the makeup's on and you're in costume, the excitement comes back each night.
Well, Phyllis, I'm glad to hear that you're going to stay in the production, because I don't know, I've heard rumors that maybe you haven't heard. We might just kind of bring it out here, that Frida Payne was standing in the wings to do it here.
No, Frida, Dee Dee Bridgewater's doing in Los Angeles, and I'm going to stay right here.
You bring up Dee Dee Bridgewater's name, which interests me, because in a review that I once read in Washington, D.C., a reviewer said that Phyllis Hyman, Dee Dee Bridgewater, Jean Carn, and Angela Bofield are kind of the singers that we're looking to fill the gap of the Carmens, the Ellas, the Sarahs, and the Nancy Wilsons, and so on and so forth. For a person who had a little doubts about her vocal strength at first, and the idea of even singing as good as Nancy Wilson does, this is quite a group of people to be...
it's quite a thing to say. I don't even imagine that I could fill any of those great ladies' shoes. But also, none of us, excluding Dee Dee, and I think Dee Dee may begin to do, none of us are doing jazz recordings. The only recordings I've ever done in a jazz vein would be considered Sophisticated Ladies. I have recorded jazz numbers. I have never done a complete jazz album, because I'm not just a jazz singer.
It's so hard to categorize now.
It really is.
Between,
it's almost impossible.
Middle of the road jazz, high pop, you know.
Yeah, it's almost impossible, because the music is so interwoven, and it's fused, and so we just call it fusion music, just lots of good music.
Well, we've certainly established that you have musical credentials, Phyllis, but I went back and read your bio in the playbill, and you had a music scholarship to a business school.
Well, listen, a lot of things that have happened to me have been very strange. I got the first music scholarship to a business school. I got the job in Sophisticated Ladies. I was working at McCall's on 97th Street, and the piano player came in. They had not filled my role. He went back. He said, I found the girl. They were flipping because they hadn't found anyone. So a lot of strange things happened.
Well, it's nice to know that you have a number of fallback positions. You can type and take shorthand and sing. And
professional makeup artist.
Help you.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, I have a great, receptionist, secretary. I used to make desserts for a department store. I was a voters registrar. I've done a little bit of everything.
Not to mention of voices on film scores and TV commercials and so on and so forth. We don't want to hear from you that you're still insecure as a performer.
No, I'm not insecure.
Phyllis will be working for a long time. But
I hope so.
And we certainly hope it's Sophisticated Ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.